Now that we've created an output balance sheet that looks great, we can use one of the functions we learned earlier to fill it in with numbers available in the source sheets. However, we need to pause for a minute and reflect on which function is suitable for this task. First, we have multiple source sheets. We should also know that each one of these sheets has a slightly different format. The balance sheet items we would like to obtain for each year are shown as subtotals in all sheets, but their values are in different columns. What is the right way to build a lookup function when columns and rows change their place? I'm sure you remember index and match, do you? Index is the array of results, and it needs two inputs, a row and a column number. Match searches for a criterion, and when it finds it, gives its number within the range where it was looking. So what are we going to have if we use index match match here? Think of the range where index will operate as a table. Okay? The function needs two inputs to give us a specific cell of the table. It needs a row number and a column number. We can use the first match function for the rows of the table and the second match function for its columns. When match finds the lookup value, it will indicate its number, and we will have a row number. It is the same with the column number. Match will look for it, and when found, we will have its number. The intersection of the two is the cell of the table we are looking for. The main advantage of index match match is it allows for two flexible lookup values, and that's valuable in some situations. To apply the function in this case, we must delete the empty rows and columns in each of the source sheets. Once we've done that, we can start typing. As an array where index will operate, I'll select the entire sheet. Then we will have the two match functions inside. The first one uses, as a lookup value, balance sheet line items. I'll fix its column reference, given we will paste the function to the right later. And then, the second input that we must provide is the range where the function will look to find trade receivables. That'll be column A in the source sheet. When match finds trade receivables here, it will produce a number, and this number will be used by index as a row number. The third argument is 0, as usual. Okay. The second match function will show us the column value, so I'll type match. The lookup value will be 31st of December 2014, and the range where we will look will be the first row of the source table for 2014. Why the first row? Well, that's where we will have dates in all source sheets. Once we're done, we can press Enter and see the result of the function. It worked! That's awesome! Let's copy it for the rest of the rows below. If we've worked correctly, the balance sheet should balance. And it does. All right, let's copy the function to the right. Can you think of a reason it didn't function? Yes, precisely. It didn't function because the function looks at the source sheet for 2014. Let's use find and replace and substitute BS 2014 with BS 2015. Okay? It worked. The same thing must be done for 2016. I'll copy the function we created for 2014, and we will use find and replace to substitute BS 2014 and BS 2016. We only have to copy these cells to the bottom of the table and see that the balance sheet balances for 2015 and 2016. It does. That's awesome. This will do for now. Thanks for watching.